Forget compasses and GPS. Today's deep dive for you is about how human beings actually map out reality using just two invisible tools. I mean, the words this and that. We're pulling from a remarkably insightful guide called The Grammar of Distance.
Right. And I mean, it sounds like elementary vocabulary, but the core thesis here is incredibly profound.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fundamental difference between this and that isn't just about, pointing at things. It's an entire cognitive framework based entirely on a single variable, which is distance.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit. So how does this distance rule actually work in practice? I mean, I think we usually take the physical mechanics of that for granted, right?
We do, yeah. Basically, this is used for things physically close to you, the speaker, while that is for things that are far away.
So if I'm holding a plate, I'd say, this food tastes amazing because it's right in front of me.
Exactly. It's in your immediate space.
But if we're looking at a window together, it's more like, that mountain looks beautiful.
Right. Because that establishes a strict boundary. You are over here, and the mountain is safely over there.
It's like a linguistic force field.
A force field, yeah, that's a perfect way to put it. And what's really telling about human cognition is how rigidly we maintain that spatial boundary, even as quantities change.
Wait, how do you mean?
Well, the underlying distance rule holds absolute authority. So it forces this to become these for, like, near plurals, objects inside your personal bubble.
Oh, right, and that turns into those for far plurals.
Precisely. Our brains just demand to know exactly where the boundary line is drawn, regardless of how many items are actually crossing it.
That's wild. But,
Yeah.
I mean, the physical space part makes logical sense to me. Where this guide fundamentally shifted my perspective is how we handle time.
Yes, yes. Because what's fascinating here is that the distance isn't just physical. The grammar literally doesn't change.
Because we use it for time, too.
Right. The human brain doesn't actually separate space from time in language. We evolved to process immediate physical threats and physical proximity.
So we just map time onto space.
Exactly. So when we needed to conceptualize abstract ideas like time, we simply hijacked that exact same spatial architecture. This represents the present, like this week or this morning.
And that is the past.
Yeah.
Like that year. Here's where it gets really interesting, though. So when I say something like, that was a great movie, I'm not just talking about the film itself.
No, you're not.
I'm actually using grammar to physically push the event away from me in time.
You absolutely are. You're telling your brain the experience is no longer in your immediate orbit.
Wow.
Think about it. When you're sitting in the theater, you're actively eating popcorn, you say, this is a great movie. You are inside the event.
Right, because I'm experiencing it right now.
But the second it ends, you hit the cognitive eject button. You use the word that to establish temporal distance.
It creates a very strict subconscious logic,
Yeah.
which actually explains a common mistake from the text I wanted to test out.
Oh, which one?
Like if someone says, that book here is mine, it instantly sounds completely wrong to a native speaker, even if you have no idea what the formal rule is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because you are breaking the physics of the language.
Because of the word here.
Right. Here implies proximity. It creates a zone of immediate, intimate closeness. But the word that aggressively pushes the object away.
So they clash. You're giving your brain two conflicting sets of spatial coordinates simultaneously.
Exactly. To resolve the glitch, it has to be this book here.
It really proves how much heavy lifting these tiny syllables do in constructing our everyday reality. If you want to keep exploring how things like this work, subscribe to The Explainer channel for more videos.
Which leaves you with something pretty profound to chew on.
Oh.
Yeah. Since we use these microscopic pointing words to literally build the boundaries of our physical and chronological worlds, you have to wonder,
Wonder what?
how much of our perceived reality is subconsciously dictated by the vocabulary we happen to be using today?